In 2013, I did my EMR, Emergency Medical Responder course at the JI, and this was a thing that we had to do before we got into the course, and it was just like a biography. And so I'll just read it to you real quick. My name is Britt. I started looking into EMR training to augment my first aid skills applied in volunteer work. I love engaging with people in my community and working in a team to accomplish work. I look forward to gaining confidence in my abilities as a first responder and having a greater appreciation for the efforts of paramedics. So when I did this, I never anticipated becoming a paramedic, and certainly not working for BC Ambulance, but I think while I was doing this course, I was just looking for time and money and opportunity to step it up a bit, and to, I don't know, maybe feel more secure in my ability to provide first aid for people in a volunteer setting. But did it give me an appreciation for paramedics? I don't think right away, but definitely it led into that, and it allowed me to see that just going from the first responder level to the EMR level can be overwhelming for some people, but if you've been doing it long enough, you will probably find it's just a natural progression, and it's not that big of a challenge to do, as long as you have 3 weeks of your life to spend on just focusing on first aid. Coming from the firefighting context of things, first aid isn't always the thing that you want to be spending 3 weeks on every day. But definitely, I think as I chose to take this course, it was something that I thought could potentially be a career path for me, if I was going to, I don't know, make a go of it. Anyways, the other stuff here, like engaging with my community and working in a team to accomplish work, I don't think that's changed at all, except, going from 2013 to 2023, it's been 10 years, and I don't feel like I've accomplished too much more than I could have accomplished when I was 18, 19, or 20 years old, but I did it over a longer period of time. So I think I had the chance to work with a lot more variety of people, people who are a lot older than me, people who are a lot younger than me, and in a volunteer world, it's way different than if I had chosen to apply to ambulance right away. And I think when I was younger, I didn't even know that would be an option available to me. Just wasn't even suggested. I had no idea, but at the same time, if you had asked me when I was 18 or 19 years old to consider working for ambulance, I don't know what I would have said, because I just liked firefighting. And now that I'm a little bit older, I can see why that would have been a really good thing to have tried earlier on rather than later. But this bio at the GI for me has been tried and tested, I would say. I eventually went and did my primary care paramedic, and I would not hesitate to do that if I was somebody that wanted to work with BC Ambulance. And any medic out there doing first aid jobs, EMR is a really good course. It's very different from OFA, and for good reasons. But having said that, I just thought I would share this little Timbit here, because for what you have already seen, it's not always a perfect journey into the career of paramedicine or firefighting, and I think that first aid is usually where it all starts. If it isn't that, then it's, some other catastrophic event. I'm in the middle of eating this muffin right now. I got this recipe off of the Heart and Stroke Foundation website, and it's okay. I'm not good at cooking. It's a really good muffin if you need a healthy muffin, and it tastes pretty good with butter. But if you need something that's low salt, low fat, this is a pretty good muffin. Heart and Stroke Foundation has lots of good recipes. If you're looking for a nutrition plan that suits the lifestyle of, high blood pressure, sort of things that might be high blood sugar related as well. Also, if you are somebody that has chronic stress in their life, I think choosing some of their recipes might be helpful. Anyways, it's part of my breakfast. I made it from Halloween pumpkins. So this is my bio from 2013. I definitely didn't think I would be looking for work again at this time in my life. But the good part about taking a long time to realize that you should have done this a long time ago is you probably by now would have gained a lot of different skills and knowledges that you can use for other jobs. So you should never feel like you're stuck. And that's one of the pitfalls of paramedicine, is you get into that profession and there's not as many opportunities out there for paramedics outside of running an ambulance, possibly working as a firefighter, doing search and rescue for the military, working in oil and gas, being a first aid attendant on a construction site, working with wildland fire as a first aider. I think there's a variety of ways you can use your first aid and just continually to improve and get better. But I think at some level, a lot of that is really forcing you to utilize it in an ambulance type of work. And there's a lot of people, I think, on the verge of retirement way too early because the job can really wear you down, but there's literally nowhere else for them to go. So yeah, I think paramedics can use other avenues to utilize their paramedic training and qualifications directly. And one of the things I tried to do is I applied for practical nursing school. And some of the qualifications that I was given at school transferred over as credits. But I didn't really choose to go and be a nurse because I didn't like it as much. Once I got into paramedic work, I realized that's what I would rather be doing. Anyways, the hospital is not where I want to be. So it was not a good fit for me. If you thought that paramedic work is for everyone. I think first aid, lots of people can do first aid, but it's really hard to be a paramedic integrated with healthcare. And I'm not one to pass judgment on that, but I strongly believe that paramedicine is a profession and it needs to be treated as such. And I might have gone a little bit too far with it, but I don't regret it. And back in 2013, I was looking for a job because I was laid off from the work that I was doing before, as a result of some technology and processes that replaced my job, replaced the people in my job. So yeah, that happens sometimes, and you start over. Well, anyways, I guess 2015 to 2022. I guess that's a good run of paramedic work. But, you know, there's guys and gals that are still in it since the 70s. Part-timers. And a few full-timers that are still doing it since the 80s. It's incredible. Anyways, I hope we can look after those guys. They deserve it. They've worked hard, and they've done a lot of good things for people out there.